A few videos ago, I asked you guys what kind of things you want to see on this channel, and someone requested quick recipes. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys a few quick dinner recipes. And now I'm just showing you the ingredients for the first recipe, which is like a chili con carne bolognese type of recipe. So you can use this for maybe chili and rice, which is what I'm going to show you guys today, or even for spaghetti bolognese. I'm starting with, or I'm using my plant-based mince. So if you haven't seen that video, I will link it above. To get started, I sautéed my vegetables in a bit of veggie stock and some seasonings, but later on I added a stock cube, so I'm not sure why I didn't just saute everything in a veggie stock, but this is how I filmed the video. Now I'm adding in some kidney beans, and the kidney beans will be an additional source of protein as well as fiber. And passata will add to the sauce. If you can't get hold of passata, you can just use tin tomato instead. And I allowed this to cook for a few minutes, and then lastly I added my plant-based mince, and then I'm going to mix all that together until it's nice and combined. And this is pretty much the first recipe. You can cook your rice or noodles to have this with at the same time, and you will have this recipe or this dinner done in 30 minutes or less. So I served my mince with rice, and then I just garnished it with some parsley. But this is recipe number 1, quick, simple and delicious. Recipe number 2 is a spicy peanut and lentil curry. For this you're going to need split red lentils, and these lentils cook really quickly. If you choose to use a different variety of lentils, it will increase the cooking time for this dish. I am definitely not a curry expert, but the herbs and spices listed in this recipe is what makes this curry so beautiful and flavorful. So I've started off with adding in some oregano, cayenne pepper, fenugreek seeds, fresh garlic, fresh ginger, cumin seeds and ground turmeric. And I'm just going to let this cook for a few minutes so that the turmeric can get nice and roasted almost. And then I'm going to go in with the special ingredients. It's actually not that special, it's peanut butter, but it really does transform the taste of this curry. If you do have a nut allergy, maybe you can try tahini, or just check the blog post. I'll go into a lot more detail about substitutes in the blog post. Now I'm adding in some bell peppers and the red lentils. I'm going to cover this with some water and then just leave it to cook and blend and become nice and delicious. Oh, I added some salt as well. This was the curry after 12 minutes cooking on medium heat. Red lentils cook really quickly, so it will not take you long to make this curry. And guys, this is actually one of my favorite dish, and I serve this with some rice and vegetables. The third dinner recipe is this sautéed mushroom and vegetable quinoa. So to get started, you're just going to wash the quinoa, season it with some salt, and then put that on to boil. For the vegetable portion of this recipe, I opted for really simple vegetables. I used a lot of garlic, and I mean a lot. I think I used about 5 cloves of garlic, but that's because I really like garlic and it's good for your immune system and just general health. But if you're not so keen on garlic, you can use less. And I also use some leeks, and I'm going to saute this and then prep the other vegetables. So I'm popping the garlic and leeks in a frying pan with some herbs. I'm going to leave this to saute in some water while I prep the other vegetables. So I'm using chestnut mushrooms here for this recipe, but you can maybe use other mushrooms, but I like chestnut mushrooms, so I'm using chestnut mushrooms. I was so excited. I went to the supermarket and saw that they had corn on the cob. Not corn on the cob in a bag, but corn on the cob in the husk. And you know, I had to buy some corn. So I have some fresh corn here that I'm adding to this vegetable mix. If you're watching this at a later date when you can't get corn on the cob, frozen corn or corn in the can will be fine as well. And I ended up just using 1 corn on the cob because it was a lot once it came off the cob. I sauteed the garlic and leeks for a few minutes and then added some soy sauce, green peas, the corn and mushrooms. And finally I'm just going to add a few seasonings and then leave this to cook for a few minutes. And then the last thing to do will be to add the quinoa, and this dish is completed. To finish the dish off, I just garnished it with some spring onions. This is 3 easy, plant-based, quick dinner recipes. I hope that you enjoy this video. If you're not subscribed, do remember to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you know exactly when I share a new video. Thank you for watching. The recipes will be available on my website. See you in the next one. Bye.